Hey guys, what's up? I am GojiFan98 and welcome back for another new video for today. Today we're on the next episode of GojiFan98's Godzilla-Thon. Today, we'll be taking a look at the fourth entrance in the Godzilla franchise with Mothra vs. Godzilla, which is my all-time favorite Godzilla movie. Love this film. Everything all about it is just great. So, Mothra vs. Godzilla. What can I say about this movie? The movie was directed by Ishiro Honda and composed by Akira Ifukube, and now there's a lot of story we're going to have to talk about. It all started right after the success of the box office of King Kong vs. Godzilla. Toho was originally going to make a sequel out of King Kong vs. Godzilla as continuation King Kong vs. Godzilla, but it was never came to pass. So, the studio, Toho, thought that they want to make it a lightning strike twice to have Frankenstein to fight against Godzilla. When they hired Takeshi Kimura to write the script, but apparently the script of the film doesn't even make any sense, but they add up with Godzilla being in another hibernation. We all know in King Kong vs. Godzilla, Godzilla was awakened from his hibernation by an American nuclear submarine, but where he fought Kong, but the story did not make any sense in Frankenstein vs. Godzilla at the time. But this idea was never came to be, but Toho kept the screenplay of it, and replaced Godzilla to the new monster called Baragon, called Frankenstein vs. Baragon, instead. Finally, Toho decided to pick Mothra as Godzilla's next opponent. The same screenplay writer who wrote King Kong vs. Godzilla returned, Shinichi Sasagawa, returned to wrote the script. In the original script idea, to have the Rolisican collaboration with Japan once again to help the fight against Godzilla with a battleship with rocket. But that idea was actually ended up being a US cover version of Mothra vs. Godzilla, cited in the US title as Godzilla vs. The Thing. Yes. Why would I give Mothra's other name as The Thing? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, and the one thing that's pretty cool about this movie, we actually got Akira Takarada return in the Godzilla movie after 10 years since the first movie, and Hiroshi Koizumi returned in 9 years after Race Again. It was nice to have these guys to return, and so, it was really great. I like the plot of the story of the film was really great to have Mothra's egg was washing ashore in Japan, but because of nuclear tests, when a typhoon appears, it caused Mothra's eggs got in the ocean and headed to Japan. But it was later discovered by the fishermen, and then the two businessmen wanted to make money out of it. But they don't want her to return the egg back to Mothra. They want to kidnap the fairies too. Wow. Kind of like the original Mothra style did. Yeah, just like that. Then Godzilla shows up, making it one of the most weirdest entries ever. Rise out of the ground. His newest design was really impressive. But there's only one thing that I will never forget when I heard. When Godzilla trips and hit his face with Nagoya capsule, it broke one of his tooth off. That because Haru Nakajima actually he tripped because his suit's head keeps bent down a lot at the time. However, Eiji Suwabaya loved that scene so much, he decided to keep the way the head it was until the next film later, they will give a new head to make it better. So yeah. And like I said about the rocket battleship was supposed to be in a Japanese version, but it was never shown, but it only survived was in the trailer when Godzilla in the beach scene, but it was only on trailer. But the reason why we never get it in Japanese version instead, because it might be a bad special effects or something. Well, it did came shown in the US since later, in the same year, by United Production America, got distributed rights for Mothra vs. Godzilla, and the title is Godzilla vs. The Thing. So, yeah. Mothra, we all know Mothra made her first appearance in her own movie. She was a good monster, but she only caused enough destruction when the twin girls are in trouble. They're kind of the size as a Barbie doll, depending when they were smaller. They were portrayed by the Japanese singer called the Peanuts, the twin sisters. They reprised their role since the first Mothra film. But it was really great to have them back until they make one last appearances in Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. Came out the same year in 1964. But I'll save it when I get there. Anyway, Mothra's design was really great, and during that time, my favorite part when Mothra grabbed Godzilla by the tail and drag him like he was going to ride or something. But that was pretty cool. But Mothra actually dies because her last strafe, But she maybe died, but her legacy will live on by two of Marvel larvae. As the military wanted to try to stop Godzilla with electricity, but nothing works on him. Even they try to use this metal net on him, but it did not work. Because they overloaded the electricity attack. Because the military the soldier knows that they reached their limit. Because if that happens, it overloads. Kind of like your computer might get overloaded if you use too much of it or so. So anyway, the King Goji suit that appears in King Kong vs. Godzilla was ended up being used again in the water scene where Godzilla fell off a cliff after it covered with Mothra's larvae's web attack. And you think this movie is over? Mothra's eggs hatch with two baby Mothras. They are going to fight against Godzilla to avenge their mother. It was a really great entrance and great film. The story, everything was all good. Music, great. It was a great. Akira Ifukube did an amazing job to compose the movie. Really great. I really love Akira Ifukube's score. His score was good. Honda did a very great job, and everything was really great. They have nice to bring back the veteran actors to return since their last appearance in the previous movie. Really great idea. Well, that's all I have to say for Mothra vs. Godzilla. Stay tuned to next episode. I will review Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Came out the same year, 1964. Stay tuned. Bye.